enough to have the best coach in the country leading us. Did get his 100th win against Hop in overtime last year, which is great. This is coach around the clock. Very honored to be presenting this Offensive MVP award. I think, you know, there's obviously a lot of guys playing the run and gun style that we implemented last year. There's a lot of guys that did a lot of great things out there. I mean, it was a fun year, averaging, you know, almost 13 goals a game, getting up and down, and that was the style that Coach Bresch wanted to implement when he got here to North Carolina. Is bring back that run and gun style of lacrosse, and most importantly, bring back the two-way old school midfielder, like they used to do back in the day. Guys that can play O, play D, tough, gritty, ground balls, the whole nine. And this particular guy absolutely typifies that. The offensive MVP in 2009 was a guy that stood out as the team's emotional and physical leader. There was no doubt that this guy was the leader at that end of the field when it came to clutch moments and making a play in the clutch. He was a physical player, an emotional guy, a guy that was just, you know, every day on the practice field, you knew what you were going to get every day on the practice field, from a standpoint of just bringing his emotion and his energy between those lines every day. Sean Delaney finished 2009 with a staggering 35 goals and 8 assists as a midfielder. And for those of you who know lacrosse, you know what 35 goals as a midfielder means. And if you don't know lacrosse, that's the most goals that's been scored by a UNC midfielder since Jason Wade in 1996. So it's been quite a while since a midi at UNC put up numbers like that. 43 points to me is staggering as a midfielder. But more importantly, the way he scored those goals and when he scored those goals. Just to throw some numbers at you guys. Sean scored 3 goals against Navy, including the game-tying and game-winning goal. We went from down 8-7 to up 9-8 in the blink of an eye because of 23. Against Notre Dame, he had 2 goals. Duke, 2-1. Maryland, 3 goals. UVA, 1-2. Hopkins, 2-1. Hofstra, 3-1. Maryland in the ACC semis. He separated his shoulder on Monday in practice, punched in a goal, and then came back on Sunday, thanks to certified athletic trainer Nina Walker, and punched in 3 more in the ACC. He's playing with a badly separated shoulder, but that's the guts of number 23. And then 3 more against Duke again in the NCAA quarterfinals. In ACC play overall, he had 17 points on 13 goals and 4 assists. And one story in particular that really sticks out to me about Sean is the Hopkins game in overtime. We were able to get the ball back. Coach called timeout. I'll never forget this. I was looking out on the field just to see where the ball was placed. We were going to drop the play in the huddle, and I wanted to see where it was. And I had told the team very briefly what the play was that we were going to run. It was a play we had run earlier in the game, so they knew what play we were going to run. It was actually a play that had Sean peeling off the crease for a shot. And once I saw where the ball was placed, I started thinking maybe we want to tweak that a little bit. And Sean kind of saw the gears turning in my head, and he looks at me and goes, "You're not going to change play, are you, Coach?" And and he just said it in such a funny way and had a smile on his face. In a tense moment, it calmed me down. So that was special. And of course, we go out there and Sean punches in the game winner in overtime against Hopkins. So a guy that just came through in so many clutch moments. Is such a great leader of this team and had such a great year, memorable year in 2009. The offensive MVP goes to number 23, Sean Delaney.